Hey guys, so welcome to the fourth session of Jetpack Compose, and today it's going to be a light session. So if you had followed the course and the links provided in the group, there are first four units available for Android Basics with Compose, and it has written that more units will be coming soon. That's why I'm waiting for the curriculum to be added. But till now, we in the previous sessions we have covered till Unit 4. We have covered Kotlin, basic Android app, how to build on your UI buttons and layout. May we have done rows, columns, lazy row, lazy column, lazy grid, everything, and navigation too, which we did last session, and a few more topics. So today, the important thing I want to discuss is the guidelines for the app submission. So they have also said कि if you have covered the first four units, you would be able to build your basic app. And the scope, so your app can be categorized into three categories. One is college or university app, which could include like attendance tracker or timetable tracker, university navigation, or university databases for different departments. So the idea of you building an app is to solve real world problems or any requirement. So this first category is under college or university app. Second is a clone app. So you can recreate four or more screens of any Play Store application with downloads greater than 50,000. So, and like you can replicate Instagram or you could replicate Spotify, Netflix, whatever you want. So the two conditions are has to be more than so more so sorry four or more screens, and the download amount of the app should be greater than 50,000, greater than equal to 50,000. And third category is private or individual solution app, where you can uh, yeah, so you can help a business grow its performance, or you can reach out to local businesses and help a particular problem in their business. So understand the business model and according to that, help them find a solution of a problem they are facing. So three categories are. I'll share you the. Don't need to take notes or anything. I'll share you a proper Word doc of the guidelines. And another thing that you have to submit to us is a one-page intro. So that intro will include a problem statement, proposed solution with screenshots, functionality and concepts used, application link, and future scope. So you would be asked to give us the GitHub repo, should be public, and you have to prepare this one page intro with the points I've told you. And now, while making the app, you should use at least three concepts, compose concepts. So by compose concepts, I mean like lazy, column, grid, or the concepts that you have learned with Jetpack Compose. Second, it should be simple, intuitive, have an interactive design. And the library part, you have to use navigation, compose navigation. So there's also this another library that is a much simpler version of navigating. So you can Google that, but for this app submission, you have to use the compose navigation the way we did in the sessions, and the way that would be in your unit 4. So, and the other thing is to use a view model to store any UI related data. And the three optional things that you can add to your app is retrofit. Retrofit helps you connect your app to the internet. That's optional. Second is to use a local database using rooms, the library. It would be You can use SQLite or whatever database you want to add. That's optional. And third thing is to get your app published on Play Store. So there is a can we use Firebase? 1 second, I'll just check. SQ. Hmm, they have specifically mentioned SQLite for the database. They haven't mentioned in Firebase as such. So yeah. So third point was to get your ad published. So get your app published, you would need a Google Play developer account, which will cost you $25. So if you want to buy, like there is no like no one's forcing you. I also have an account, so if you really think your idea is good and you want it to be published, you can contact me thoda pehle. The deadline is 10th October, but if you want it published on Play Store, you should like tell me way sooner, as soon as possible, because for publishing on Play Store, it will take you minimum 1 day if you want to publish your app in all the countries available. So yeah, and you will need to arrange a few things for me, obviously, to make it publish on Play Store. You need app screenshots, privacy policy, and many things. So that's up to you. You can contact me if you think you wanna upload. So more important points are that you should create a GitHub repo for this, a public repo, and the last date would be 10th of October, but that's the submission date. You should prepare your everything before 10th of October, and yeah, okay. And if you have attended the Kotlin campaign before, you cannot basically you submit that application because it won't have Jetpack Compose used in it. And secondly, if you think you want to update that app uh, to make changes in the previous project and submit it, so they have specifically mentioned that you should develop a fresh app for this session. And yeah, and so yeah, I'll share the guidelines with you thoda अच्छे से with the Word doc, since that's the points that would be evaluated to judge your project. And the important thing is, if your app is good, it would be published on Google's this website, developer website. Your app would be featured if it's good. And yeah, and you guys should complete those tracks too to get your skill badges. Those skill badges are highly helpful. You can easily share them over LinkedIn or any social media platform. It's like a certificate from Google, like a skill badge to showcase that you know this stuff. So yeah, the syllabus has been covered in the previous session. So if you haven't seen them, the recordings would be available. It's on YouTube. And yeah, if there are any more questions, so I'll be happy to take them. Till till then, yeah. So for our app, I would recommend you to that. I think I also mentioned this in last session. Just break down your process into 3 bits. First, think of a simple idea that falls under these categories that I've told you. Then try to use Figma. It's an easy UI builder. You can easily see how your app can be, when you code it. So I give you an example. So if you open Instagram or any app, just try to visualize there's a text box here, there is a text box inside a row, there would be a image displayed in column. What all layouts did we study? Is it a constrained layout? Is it a lazy grid? Is it a lazy column? So try to imagine, break down the page into different components, and then you can easily code it once you. So that's why even in real life there are separate jobs, UI UX developers, front end developers, everything. So now organization also jobs are categorized this way. Since you are building this project completely on your own, try to use any front end design uh, where you can design your layout. Figma is easiest to learn. It will take you maximum 1 hour to learn, like max to max. And then try to code your app. Yeah, third is the execution. So, some great. Kindly provide the link. Link though it's there on the group, on the WhatsApp group. Just uh, I guess it should be. If you have RSVP, you should be able to access the session. If it's not available, I'll send the links over to the group and see. And can you some Gradle project to Parthis Joshi? Can you tell your doubt? I'm not able to understand अच्छे से. Gradle में you want to use libraries like external libraries, so yeah, you can. You have to use navigation and view model. Except that you can also use libraries. There are no restrictions. So if your doubt is to add more dependencies in your Gradle, you can do that. Just just that navigation wala don't use that library. There's I don't remember the name, but I know there is a library to make the navigation much simpler. Don't use that library. Except that, yeah, I think you should be able to use libraries. No worries. Mm, yeah, and for share you. The second out was the previous link, so here's the link for the YouTube channel, GDSC and YouTube, so you can easily view the sessions. Are there any doubt or anything you wanna ask? So I'll just wait for 2 minutes for doubts, and then we'll just wrap up the session. And just to conclude, cover your 4 units, start building your app, and if you want to publish your app, contact me beforehand because we have to review your project first. So you cannot undo your submission. So once you submit your app, it's submitted. So that's why we'll create a form. We'll give it to you as soon as possible. We'll give you a form to submit your app, and then yeah. So and for the project, you have to make the one-page summary too. That I'll share on the group what all I have told you in this meeting. It would be covered in a Word doc, and I'll share over the group. Yeah, okay. So where send the Figma project? Yeah, no, no. Figma, so it's just for your comfort. Like if you want to build your UI, like if you're that confident, no need for Figma. Figma is just for you to see what all things you'll need while building your app, like how many text, how many input boxes, how many buttons, how that buttons would be arranged in your app. So it's just for your comfort. You don't have to submit your Figma project to anyone. It's just for your ease and making it convenient for you to build the app. Is there anything else, or we'll wrap up then? Hmm. I guess there aren't any doubts, so yeah, I'll call it. Uh, so bye guys. So if there are more sessions, I'll let you know. I think we have scheduled to this 4 sessions only. If you want to have an informal session, if you have doubts or anything, you can contact me. So till then, peace. Bye.